there's basically a million different things that you can sell on Shopify that can do multiple millions of dollars. But in today's video, I want to share with you a specific store that is doing something I've never really seen before. It's really interesting, and I think you're going to love it because this business is powerful and they do over $70 million a year, which is pretty ridiculous. The store is called Diva Curls or Deva Curl. I'm not sure, but what they do is they sell hair products that specifically help you, just I guess have better curls, like literally just make your hair curly. That's what they're going after, which is a quite interesting niche, right? It's not just all hair products, it's specifically curly haired people or people that want curlier hair, which again is quite interesting, right? This is a niche within a niche that is still doing over $71 million a year. That's what their revenue was last year. I'm guessing they're going to beat it this year. Now, it's a beautifully done website here that right away is just inviting. It's super clean. It's fast. They're showing a lot of before and afters, which is really smart. And this is basically the bundle that they sell. So if we click shop now, we can see these are the main products that they got on their store. Now, pretty interesting, right? And here's another interesting thing. They are actually working directly with stylists, which I find really, really smart, right? So some of the biggest hair brands and fashion brands, or not fashion, sorry, beauty brands, are the ones that actually also nurture relationships with professionals in those industries. So for example, in beauty, makeup brands that develop relationships with makeup artists, right? In this case, hair brands that build relationships with hairstylists, right? I find that to be a very, very interesting thing that I've observed through doing these videos. They're going directly after the highest point of leverage, which is people that deal with people that have hair, right? And there's reasons for that. The main one being that, first of all, those people are authority figures in their communities and through their customers, right? They know about hair. They understand it. They're experts. So people trust them very much. And the other reason is because they deal with a bunch of people that want things done to their hair. So those are ideal customers, right? Super smart. Think about how you can apply that to your business. I'm definitely trying to think about it, right? Like, at least in my business at Chemi, right? We have a lot of people that watch my videos, and perhaps some of you deal with brands already. Maybe you are a consultant of some kind. So maybe I should start building a relationship with you so that you can offer our media buying services to your clients. That's just one example, right? Or, in e-commerce, there's millions of ways to do that. Let's say you sell some sort of survival thing, right? You then go after people that teach survival classes or outdoorsmen, influencers of that nature. Influencers are a great way to do that too. So that kind of alludes actually to how powerful influencer marketing can be, because again, this is the perception of those influencers. First of all, they are perceived as authority figures for those niches or experts. And second of all, they interact daily with your ideal customer demographic. And again, this can be applied to really any kind of business. It's a powerful concept. But let me go look at some other ads. That's always an interesting thing since, we do a lot of media buying at my company, at least one of my companies. And basically the most powerful place to do media buying is Meta. So Facebook and Instagram. And almost every big brand that you can think of has some ads on Meta because of how powerful the machine learning behind it is. And here's one thing that I want to mention before we kind of dive into some of these ads is that you can go so far with just Meta ads. There's so many brands that have reached 9-figure levels through just running Meta ads. But the other thing that I think is super powerful is seeding with influencers. I've had conversations with some brands lately, and I just realized more and more, if you have a great product, how powerful it can be to just build and nurture relationships with individual influencers that will love your product and therefore share it with their communities, right? It's so powerful to the point where I think if you just do that and you just run Meta, you can achieve a 9-figure business. Obviously, the hardest part in that is just getting to that point where you have an amazing product and a scalable fulfillment process. In e-commerce, that takes years and years and years to build. At least if when we're talking about 9-figure levels. And I haven't built a brand to that level yet. I do want to, though. I do want to be a part of brands like that. I've worked with brands at that level through the agency, but it's not quite the same as owning the brand. Though that is the next step in the journey now, is to try to get involved in some of these businesses and partner up with the right people, because I don't want to do it on my own. I don't think it's smart to do that. I think there's a lot of talented people out there and people that have already built these insane systems. And I have all this knowledge that I can advise businesses on, and set up strategy, right? Like, I'm a really good strategist, and I think strategy is actually essential to reaching these high levels. But let's look at some of these ads, because, I want to see exactly what they're running. I'm not going to have the sound on, even though sound is pretty important. But let's see. So it's just somebody in their shower. It looks very aesthetically pleasing. The product itself looks really aesthetically pleasing. I'm guessing they're talking about it, and boom, they're sharing their result. Super, super simple, right? I gotta sneeze. Whoa, excuse me. Yeah, super simple ad. Let's see this one. This is a response ad. Can we get a hair care routine? Let's see. Boom. This is so smart. Such a smart video. It looks aesthetically pleasing. Again, it's their demographic. It's their ideal customer persona. And it looks really, really native because of this comment right there, right? And obviously, people love seeing hair routines too. That's another thing. This is a really popular content style, is sharing your makeup routine, your hair routine, even your outfit routine, like outfit of the day. If you're a fashion brand, that's a really powerful style of content. But yeah, we're not going to watch the whole thing. It's kind of long. Here's one more. Let's see. This one is actually showing the curler. So they also have technology that they sell. Oh God, that is so loud. They have tech as well. So honestly, super powerful brand here. They got tech. They got the hair products for recurring revenue. They got the relationships with the stylist. They're doing it all. I'm guessing they're also a retail brand. Just very powerful, things that they're doing. Here's another one. This is a 4-second ad. So before, after. That's all it is, before and after. And then they actually list the product at the bottom. You probably can't see it. It says product used, Curl Late Cleanser Conditioner Cream. So then, I'm guessing, let's see, we click learn more. Boom. Here's the cleanser, the conditioner, and the cream. Such a clever funnel. Really, really well done stuff right here. And they even have a 25 off code with the code Curly Summer. So Curly Summer, such a good code name. That's actually an undervalued thing. Name your codes properly, guys. Make them appealing, right? So that people actually use them and you get a higher conversion rate on your store. But yeah, there's so many things to learn from this brand. I think we listed off a lot of them, such as building those influencer relationships or authority expert types of relationships. Really, really smart move. Even though it doesn't feel like a scalable thing, it will be in the long run, because it will scale up all of your other efforts. It's really smart. Another thing is just super clean, how clean this brand is, right? I think people think that you need the fanciest landing page ever in order to convert customers, but chances are the cleaner it is, the better. And in this case, it's not really that fancy, right? Except for this part, I would say this is kind of the fanciest part. It's just how the product is displayed. Let's look at how it looks on mobile, because this is more important. Okay, so this is actually not that good in my opinion. Like, I would say this is probably pretty bad for mobile to have it be like this. I like that the add to cart is above the fold, but I don't like that you can't see an image of the product right away. You have to scroll down. I think that's bad design, but it's working for them. So who am I to talk, right? It's just my opinion. I don't really know any of the data behind it. So for all I know, it could be working extremely well with like a 6% conversion rate. And I'm just talking out of my ass here, which is likely the case. But regardless, I think there's a lot to learn here. They got a quiz funnel as well to just get leads. These are a really smart thing to do if you're getting like insane cost per purchase on Meta. Well, there's other things you can do to reduce that. But this is one thing that you can do as well to supplement your bottom line. Is if you have good email systems, start running some ads that are just trying to gather leads. You can actually optimize for that. Lead generation is a huge thing when it comes to Meta. It's actually one of the things that we've been doing a lot lately at Akemi, is working with lead generation companies, and we've been printing a lot of money for them and therefore printing a lot of money for ourselves lately doing that. But you can actually apply that to e-com. A lot of people never really think about that, but It's a really good thing to do if your costs are just ridiculous right now, but you know that you have good email systems and that once you do get some customers through the door, that they stay for a long time, or at least some subscribers through the door. Email subscribers, I'm saying, because email is a really powerful way to build a community if you do it right. So yeah, that's kind of about it for this brand. We yapped enough. I think we learned what we needed to and got what we needed to out of it. Deva Curl, amazing brand. And yeah, peace.